I got my food, and then they said you're up, so I'll leave later. I want to thank you all for being here this morning. It is an early hour, godly meeting, and an ungodly hour, and I really appreciate y'all for coming out this morning. We're excited to have such a great turnout. I want to thank Joy Finner and her committee for planning this breakfast, putting it together. Putting on something like this, of this magnitude, it just takes a lot of hard work. And Joy took on that responsibility and has done a wonderful job, and I really appreciate what Joy and her committee have done. Thank you also to our caterer, Tim Youngblood. I'm sorry, I'm still out of breath. I've been running around. If I had much more hair, you could tell it was out of place, but fortunately I don't have enough for you to tell that. So thank you to our caterer, Tim Youngblood, and his Stockyard Cafe, who prepared this breakfast for us this morning. We appreciate them. And talked to Tim a while ago and found out something interesting. We have a connection with him. He was baptized by Winford Moore and had some great stories to tell about a revival with Winford Moore where he was baptized and so forth. So anyway, we appreciate him and his this morning. We're happy to be back with you, and we're excited about the opportunity this morning to hear Ellis Orozco speak. Ellis presented a powerful message at our 2008 TBC convocation, and we're looking forward to hearing him again today. Last time TBC had a breakfast at the BGCT 3 years ago, David Curry was standing up here. And I want to share with you that in August, our board and staff said thank you to David Curry with a dinner in his honor. Around 100 people, including quite a few in this room today, joined us in thanking David for his 2 decades of faithful service in leading Texas Baptist Community. As Michael Bell and I discussed yesterday, we moderates have not done enough to thank those who have sacrificed to keep Baptists free. We need to celebrate our Baptist heroes more than we do. David is retired, but we must never forget his contribution to keeping Texas Baptists free. And we at TBC, and that includes you who have been so faithful in your support of TBC over the years, we at TBC must carry that legacy to new generations by meeting the many challenges and needs of today. During the past few months, as we've begun to reconnect with our supporters, many of you have said, we're glad you're still here, or we're glad you're back, or where have you guys been? We were quiet for a while. Well, I'll answer that question. 2 years ago, after David retired, our board began meeting every month, usually face-to-face, occasionally by phone, to discuss where we go next. We discussed the changing Baptist environment, the challenges that are different from those faced by TBC and Texas Baptist 10 or 20 years ago. From the fall of 2009 through the spring of 2010, Steve Wells chaired our board, leading us through what we identified as a transition period, and gave us leadership and focus that were essential after we had lost our executive director. There are no words that adequately express the thanks we owe to Steve Wells for that leadership. At mid-year last year, the board elected Michael Bell to succeed Steve as chair. Michael has been tireless in pushing us forward and carrying out our mission at TBC, and he has given me guidance and support that have been critical to my work here. Our board and I are building on the foundation laid by David Curry and others in ways that meet the challenges of today's Baptist landscape. The threats to the freedom of Texas Baptists are less visible than 20 years ago, but they're just as real. Ken Camp's article in the Standard this summer about TBC led with Michael Bell's question, if we're walking along the same path, why are there 2 state conventions in Texas relating to the Southern Baptist Convention? Michael's point was that we're obviously not walking along the same path. The Baptist General Convention of Texas respects and affirms the autonomy of the local church, and the Southern Baptist of Texas Convention does not. Churches relating to the BGCT are free to give to the SBC, CBF, or both, whereas the Southern Baptist of Texas Convention restricts its affiliated churches to giving only to the Southern Baptist Convention. Let me say clearly that Texas Baptist Committed supports the right of each church to give to the Southern Baptist Convention. Cooperative Baptist Fellowship, or both. Local church autonomy is a bedrock Baptist principle that must be respected. The BGCT's pastoralist church team, led by Carl Fickle, provides pastoralist churches with the information and support they need to make informed decisions. The work is daunting, and TBC works to give Carl and his team any support that we can. Our board considers one of our key roles to be that of a resource to churches seeking pastors, to inform them about candidates who will respect and protect their freedom and those who won't. We also inform Texas Baptists about the qualifications of candidates for BGCT office and encourage attendance here at the annual meeting. TBC also educates Texas Baptists about what it means to be a Baptist. The Baptist movement will survive only if Baptists know their Baptist heritage. We produced a series of Baptist Briefs videos on our TBC website. Over 70 videos, each lasting about 2 to 3 minutes, focusing on Baptist history and principles. These videos have received recognition from the Baptist History and Heritage Society, which is now promoting them and linking to them from its website. I've heard from a professor at one of our Texas Baptist universities who's using these videos in his classes. A pastor requested a set on DVD, which he's now using in Baptist identity classes in his church. So these videos have received a good reception and are being used. In May, we began publishing a weekly electronic newsletter called the TBC Midweek Baptist Roundup. I'm encouraged by people who have emailed me or called me since we began the roundup to ask for help in their pastor searches. Several people came by the TBC booth yesterday and told me how much they look forward to receiving the roundup in their email every Wednesday. It provides links to the latest Baptist news and opinion from a wide variety of sources, in addition to other resources. So this is what we're doing. But our board continues to discuss more ways in which TBC can be a resource to Texas Baptists. We want to reach out to students and to young pastors and give them ways to get involved in what we're doing here, ways that will be truly meaningful to them. You have my card there on your table. Please take it and feel encouraged to call me if there's ever any way we can help you or your church. Thank you so much for being here.